Hi, Hotep, Namaste, Peace. Today I'm going to be looking at this book, School is Not Compulsory, and the Essential Introduction to Home-Based Education um, by Education Otherwise, and it's the sixth edition. But, as a homeschooler, I've been a homeschooler now for a number of years. Um, I I truly believe in homeschooling. It gives you choice. It's good for the child. It's good for your peace of mind. Um, you can teach them whatever you feel that is important to your child to learn. Um, it gives you more independence in life, and it's something I've been practicing for a while now. So I'm gonna just promote this book. School is not compulsory, but education is obviously. So this is based a book based about England, but obviously across the world. I'm sure some of these rules still apply. So it says children in the UK must be educated, but they don't have to go to school. Thousands of families in the UK choose to educate their children at home. This book briefly explains why and how families educate at home, the practicalities of dealing with the education authorities, the legal position of home education. It also includes a variety of personal experiences from home educators, dealing with getting started, how children learn at home, socialization, exams, and the benefits of home education for children and families. Okay, so I'll just go briefly through a few, headlines, chapters, and it says the first one is called Learning at Home, and then it breaks down, it goes into subsections, and it talks about like introduction reasons, questions about home education, deciding to home educate, benefits of home education, the methods, introduction, getting started, keeping your records, your social life, also the examinations, going back to school, part-time or flexi time, because you can even flexi time, half at home, half at school, so that's an option as well. Special educational needs or additional support needs, bullying and school refusal, home education and the parental separation or divorce, avoiding court involvement, avoiding a full court hearing at court in England and Wales, an outline. And then the second part is called relationships between home educators and the local authorities. And it's an introduction, enquiries from the local authorities, the education departments, the law relating to home education, beginning your home education, children who have never been to school or have moved areas, removing your child who has been to school to home educate, withdrawing a child who has been to school, contact with your local education authority, more information, managing a relationship with your local authority, keeping records, writing to your local authorities, children with special educational needs, truancy, and then it talks about how people fund their home education, legal advice, educational philosophies and statements of educational provision. And number three, part three of the book says the law relating to home education, educating at home. So the right to educate at home, the law in England and Wales, the duty of the parent, the duty of the local authority, withdrawing a child from school in England and Wales, deregistrating children with special educational needs, flexi schooling, educational supervision orders and care proceedings, the law in Scotland, the duty of the parent, the duty of the local authorities, withdrawing your child from school, irregular attendance, how to deal with that, Children's Hearing, Flexi School, and other organizations really that support parents who decide to take the plunge and homeschool their children. There's a brilliant support network here in Britain, and I'm sure across the world if you tap into your local area. I personally, once a month, I meet with other parents in my area who homeschool, and it's brilliant for my offspring. It's okay. So yeah, that's the book again. And I mean, there might be other related books if you look this one up. That's particularly applicable to your area of the world, maybe. And this is just one. Once I apply to my local authority to homeschool my offspring, they sent me, which is called Children and Families: Information on Elective Home Education for Parents and Carers. So that's what I received. Yeah. And it just gives you, what the law says. What do you need to consider before making the decision? What will help if you choose to home educate? Planning your child's education. The role of your local coordinator, And I've got a good relationship with my inspector, who I see maybe twice a year, sometimes maybe once a year. So we have decided to home educate what we need to do now, what happens next. A child has special needs. Can I still home educate? So like some parents need to know that. What happens if it doesn't work out? And if it doesn't work out, you can always send your child back to school, so there's no problem there. Welfare and safeguarding. Where else can I get help and information? And there's always loads of parental groups and educational groups showing the legal aspect of this thing. Some of the what I like about home educating, really, homeschooling, it's very flexible. It fits in with my lifestyle because I work from home, and so I can teach at home as well. So I guess my home is my universe. But some extracurricular activities that I do with my child, and I don't necessarily do it after school. I do it during school times. Is swimming. So I do swimming with my children. They play a couple of instruments to try and make sure they have like a musical background, and then also I make sure they partake in sports. So they play. My one child, well, they play tennis really, but they also, I'm looking for some kind of martial art or something. And we study like ancient history, English, maths, science. We do art. We also do life skills as well, because I think it's important for children to know how to look after themselves, wash their clothes, iron, under supervision. But I mean, all this is important to consider in homeschooling. And also, if you've got like a strong network of people around, relatives, friends who are willing to help out, maybe babysitting, maybe doing one of the activities with the child. Sometimes I let my son go to do a bit, watch the farming, watch the seeds growing, his trees, cultivation, agriculture. So I just wanted to share this with you today, and I hope anyone else out there who's homeschooling, if you'd like to give me some feedback on this, or if you might be thinking about it in the future. Well, I'm saying it is very useful and beneficial, and it's something I highly recommend because I'm doing it myself, and I've always believed in this homeschooling. So thank you again for joining me. Peace, namaste, hotep, prosperity to you and your loved ones. Thank you.